Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. The video format today is going to be a little bit different because I am about to use a few products to protect my new Louis Vuitton bag, and I'm going to bring you with me on the journey so you can see what I do to protect my bags from wear and spills and stains. So if you are new to the channel and you love fashion, luxury, shopping, travel tips, make sure to subscribe. So guys, as you know, I purchased this Louis Vuitton bag right here in Mykonos, right? That has this leather trim and is also a fabric, kind of like a canvas bag. So many people love the aged look of the Louis Vuitton Vachetta leather. You know, over time, the leather gets dark, it gets this patina, and people think it adds character, and I hate this look. I like my leather to look brand new and light. Also, this leather, if you get any water, any rain, any spills, you will get a spot forever. So I think over time, this Louis Vuitton cowhide leather looks drab and gross and old and dirty. I do not like the look. As a matter of fact, I never buy bags anymore with this leather. The only reason I bought this bag was because I went on a family trip with my family to Mykonos, and I wanted something as a memory of our trip, and no other brands had anything that said Mykonos on it, so I made an exception. So now I'm going to protect the bag in two ways, and I want to show you exactly what I do because I think you might get some good tips out of it. So the first thing is I'm going to apply a product on the leather section to make sure it protects the leather from water stains, so rain, water, drink spills. Also, this product helps slow down a little bit the darkening process of the leather. So if you have an LV bag, I feel like you have to do that if you do not want that drab old look. The other thing is, because this is fabric, I am also going to put a product here to protect, to coat this fabric to make sure it becomes spill resistant. So let's go. Okay, so I'm actually doing this on my kitchen counter. So I put an old white towel to protect my bag from sitting on the counter to start my work. So I'm going to use cling wrap to protect the fabric around the leather as I apply the leather product.
Come along with me. Do you wanna? And we ain't got nothing, gotta do something, get it right. Gonna keep on running, grab the fun and live it light. And tomorrow's far away. Should I let the party fade? And we ain't got nothing, gotta do something. Latest song tonight.
Now, to fine tune the corners around each piece, I'm gonna use packing tape. Like super tight around it. Kind of as if you're doing trim for painting. Okay, so let me show the final product. So I came here with the tape and went really tight around the items. This area right here is really tough, so I have tape right here, but all I'm gonna do is I'm gonna press it with my hand when I do the spraying of the product. But wherever I was able to put the tape, I went really tight. I put a little bit of tape in here as well. Same here, check it out. Right, so it's pretty well protected. You do not need to go through all this work if your bag is actually coated canvas. Mine is canvas that is not coated, so it's just pure fabric. But if you have leather or coated canvas, you probably can be way more relaxed about it. So this is the product that I use to treat the leather, which is called Apple brand Garde. I got this on Amazon. It's about $17. It is rain and stain repellent for leather or suede, okay? Now, a couple of things before you apply. Your leather has to be clean, dry, and no dust, okay? Also, to apply, you have to keep this about 6 to 9 inches away and kind of spray in a sweeping motion. You let it dry for 30 minutes and then you reapply. You can do this like a few times a year to make sure the coat is up to date. So keeping 6 to 9 inches away, you apply it in a sweeping motion.
Got a restless mind, and now I won't let go. So let us be crazy before we get cold. You can take us out, your doubts won't hold us down, 'cause we're gonna light up the sky where we go. Oh, oh.
All right, my people, it is done. It's a little stressful when you see the water, like the spray go in it, because you see it darkening up, but then it totally dries and it looks fine again. Now, so you do one coat and then you wait 30 minutes and then you apply it again. Our 30 minutes are up, so we're gonna get started with the second coat. Okay, so second application is completed. Just to give you an idea, I used the entire can just on this little leather trim. I mean, I guess, I don't know, maybe I was too generous, but I'd rather be too generous than not generous enough, right? But you don't wanna like soak it, you know, you do not wanna overkill and let it get super wet. You have to maintain your distance, and then even if you throw a whole bunch, but stay away and it will not give you any problems. As you can tell, it's dried up to look exactly how it was before, right? Okay, so now I'm going to wait 30 minutes. And remember, you can do this as often as you would like. You know, you can come back 3 months from now and reinforce the application to continue the protection, right? So I'm gonna wait for this to dry. I'm gonna actually remove the plastic. And then after it dries really, really well, I'm gonna have to cover the leather pieces and then do the fabric protection part. Just remove the plastic. And as you can tell, it looks amazing, just like it looked before, see? So I removed the plastic very carefully because the plastic was wet and I did not want that saturated wet plastic hit directly the leather, right? Because remember, you got to keep it a distance and do like very light coating. But check this out. Looks beautiful. Now, the second product that I want to show you that I use to protect the canvas, as you can see up close, this is fabric, right? Is good old Scotchguard. I mean, this is tried and tested over time, guaranteed to work well. You can use this in your furniture, pillows. Now, with every piece, you have to do a test in an inconspicuous area to make sure this is not going to change the color of your item. So I'm going to do that right now. Again, the application here is like the other one. You do it 6 inches away, very light sweeping motions. So I protected most of my bag with this towel for the test. So just want to leave a little bit of space here so I can spray. And let's do this. Okay, so I went out, did my nails, left this drying, and check it out. It looks perfect, no difference in color at all. So I'm gonna apply it to the rest of the bag. Okay, so I put a little bit of a towel here to cover the top. And then I'll do a more detailed application. Okay, so I protected my leather with a little bit of tape. I haven't pressed it too hard, but I want it to be sticky so it doesn't fly off when I'm doing the sweeping. So let's go. And the last part, people. There you go, people. My bag is protected and ready to come on a trip with me. And I can relax a little bit knowing I'm not gonna get stains all over it, because this is more like a beach pool bag, right? So definitely at risk. So I feel much better now. I'm sure it's gonna get a little dirty. I mean, that's what happens when you carry a bag, right? But now I know that at least it's a little bit protected. The whole process took a while. It's actually getting dark outside. I started way earlier today. So a few tips after doing the whole application. So first tip, make sure you allow plenty of time for this process. If you are just doing the leather, I would give it a couple hours. So you're gonna do the application. It's going to take like a good 30 minutes to do all of the prep. And then you do the application, and then you have to wait for the first coat to dry for 30 minutes. Then you go do the application again, and then you have to wait another 30 minutes before you can manipulate the bag. It takes a while. If you are protecting the body of the bag like I did, now you got another couple hours, so a good 3-4 hours for the entire process. Second tip is make sure you stay away. It's really hard doing the application. You kind of keep getting closer and closer, and you're not supposed to soak the fabric or the leather. In either case, okay? You want those sweeping motions, so you have that very light mist hitting the bag. And then what I read is that it's better to have 2 light coats than 1 thick coat. So if you think you're saving yourself some time and doing a shortcut and trying to make it a thicker coat, the protection will not be as good. So take your time, do it right. Now, you might have asked why I did the leather first instead of the fabric. I want to protect the leather first, because if anything else goes wrong during the process while I'm doing the fabric, my leather is protected, because once you get a spot on that leather, it's irreversible. If I had done the fabric first, think that there is a chance maybe the tape gets out of place, and then that splash of the fabric protector could get in the leather and leave a stain. As a matter of fact, that did happen through my process right now, where the plastic moved a little bit and a little bit of the fabric coating got into the leather, but it looks fine because I had already protected it with the Apple Guard. Do you see what I'm saying? So do the leather first, because something happens there, it's irreversible. Something happens on fabric, I mean, I have a chance to clean it still with water and soap, right? So that was the strategy there. Now, to buy these products, like I said, I bought both of mine on Amazon, but Apple Guard sometimes is available on Amazon, sometimes it's not. They're also available on eBay. Depending the size of the bag and how much leather you have to cover, make sure you buy a couple cans, because like I could barely finish my bag with 1 can. When I went to do the inside trim, I barely had any left. Now the Scotchguard, that one goes a long way, because that can is good enough for an entire couch. So that thing is gonna last me a while. Overall, I'm super happy and relieved that this is done. I will keep you guys posted throughout my other videos. I'm taking this bag on a trip. I will let you know once it comes back. Thank you so much for joining me on this video. This was a little bit different and a little bit more informal, kind of like in my house. Let me know if you like those types of impromptu videos where I'm actually showing things on the fly. It's a little bit easier for me than doing a whole YouTube setup. And I think it's a bit more fun for us to like connect, you know, on a deeper level. No, seriously, I think this is a lot more fun, and I might sprinkle more of these informal videos throughout my channel. Thank you so much for watching, guys. I hope you have a wonderful rest of the day. I really appreciate you taking time off of your busy day to come hang out with me, and I'll see you on the next video. Love you. Bye.